What up? I'm back, and I just finished Spider-Man PS4 for the third time, and I want to talk about the story problems I found in the game. So let's talk about it. But y'all know, before we do, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you're new, watch out for my live stream of the game happening sometime next week or the week after that. It'll be before the DLC, which, don't worry, I'll drop on my channel as well. So, without further ado, so first off, the biggest story issue I could think of in the game was the Kingpin. And what I mean by that is that he was completely forgotten after a while. Remember how in the beginning of the game he was sent to the raft?
Fisk make it to Rikers yet?
Not Rikers. Our boy qualifies for the VIP treatment. He's in the raft.
Well, where was he when everyone escaped the Rikers and the raft? Because remember, everybody said that he escaped the raft. I said everybody. My bad, y'all. I'm having problems talking today. But it said that everybody in the raft escaped. Am I right? Yuri said everybody in the raft escaped. Where the hell was he? That also goes for Shocker, by the way. Shocker was also sent to the raft after you beat him at the bank. Am I right? So where was he? They both could have been good additions to Otto's plan, but they were nowhere to be found after they break out the raft. They didn't even like tease him for the next game or anything like that. It was just they completely forgot about him. I don't know. Maybe they was just chilling somewhere in the raft and I don't know, playing video games. I don't fucking know, man. It's just, what happened to these two? I just want to know. Okay, so the next story problem I had was Mr. Negative, because the way they build up his character to becoming a villain was done wrong. There was really only two cutscenes that show him as a good guy, and then he does a whole 180 for the rest of the game. How am I supposed to be convinced that this motherfucker was ever good to begin with and actually try to help people? And also, let's just take a second to, talk about his plan real quick. Because his plan was he'll steal the Devil's Breath, go to Central Station, and force Norman to release it so he can be held responsible. Not only is he not helping people who are innocent, like that was his mission, like he said, but his plan is dumb. He saw how Norman fled the scene when he bombed City Hall, am I right? And he thought Norman was going to comply and agree to pull up to GCT? Okay, whatever. I'm also confused as to why he ever sided with Doc Ock to begin with, since it was said that Doc Ock was just as responsible for his powers as Norman. So why side with the guy who's responsible for you being miserable to take down the other guy who's just as responsible for making you miserable? You see what I'm saying right here, man? Just Mr. Negative wasn't done right in this game is what I'm trying to say. And his motivations are dumb, his actions are dumb, his character development was almost non-existent. Like, at least with Doc Ock, before he became a bad guy, he was portrayed as a good guy, and his character development was there. Like, he started turning into a bad guy slowly throughout the story. It made me not want him to be a bad guy. And during the last scene when he was talking to Peter, it made me feel bad that he ever became a bad guy to begin with. I think it hit us all on an emotional level right there, because he was like a father figure to Peter, and I personally did like the way they portrayed him, but just, oh man, it's sad that he became a bad guy like that, And that's because the writers actually made him likable. But with Mr. Negative, it's just, nah, he's just bad the whole game, and it's hard to put it into words. Basically, Mr. Negative sucked in this game. Let's just go ahead and agree. He just sucked in the game. Let's go ahead and agree. Just, yeah. I also want to say something that everybody been bringing up. Alright, Silver Sable sucked in this game. Silver Sable was pointless in this game. We didn't have a boss fight with her. She barely did shit. And overall, she sucked ass. They obviously didn't know what they was going to do with her. She was just there to cater to the fans. At least if we were going to fight her, we could have more stuff to do with her in the game, right? Like, why is it that 1 second she hates Spider-Man because she hates superheroes for some reason, and then the next she has a lady boner for him? Like, what? Just because he talked a few words to her? Man, Spider-Man's problems are dealt like that every day. It's just, what would be Spider-Man? What would Spider-Man be? Just a normal guy, pretty much, yeah. It's just, like, that sucks. Like, the way they handled Silver Sable and Mr. Negative, both of them sucked in this game. It's just like, they were both really good characters in the comics, but the way they were portrayed in this game just sucked. There's no other word to say it. So yeah, these were the biggest problems I found in the game. They were obviously smaller ones, but let's go ahead and recap real quick what the problems were. One, Shocker and Kingpin was missing from the whole raft escape thing, you know, where everybody escaped. Two, Mr. Negative sucked ass in the game. And three, so did Silver Sable. And also Mr. Negative's plans and everything else sucked ass as well. It's just, I couldn't believe that was supposed to be Mr. Negative. He just sucked, man. It just wasn't that good, man. But hey, y'all, thanks for watching. You know, I just want to make this quick discussion because honestly, I haven't really made a video in like 2 weeks after I finished this game, and I just want to go ahead and give my opinions on it. I don't usually do discussions on games, so this was really my first discussion. Thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you're new. And second, don't forget to also watch out for my live stream that's going to be happening in like a week or two. It'll definitely happen before the DLC drops. But yeah, that's all I had to say. Thanks for watching. See y'all later. Peace and take care of yourselves.